Okay, folks, breaking news. Yes, I'm in the rain, but this is important news. I'm going to make this quick because it's not that complicated. The United States Supreme Court has just entered an order in Garland versus Vanderstock, which, of course, is the Joe Biden ghost gun regulation case dealing with frames and receivers and weapons parts kits. The order today extended the administrative stay until Tuesday at 5 p.m. Okay, from Friday at 5 p.m. to Tuesday at 5 p.m., this stay has been extended. This does not bother me. I do not think this is necessarily bad news in any respect, because I think bad news would be if they were going to just grant the Department of Justice's stay request. They could have done that immediately. If they did not do that, they could have even done that if there's going to be dissents, because they could have entered that order staying the lower court decision in the Second Amendment's favor, in favor of the Department of Justice, and put a little note there that says dissents to follow. That did not happen today. I think that is a good sign. Here's what I think is going on. There's a few things going on. Number one, there's the practical reality. It is Friday at 5 o'clock. The justices are on their summer break. Many of them may be around the country with family. They could be at the beach with their children. All sorts of things going on to make this a little bit more complicated to get this done. So it's not surprising to me that they might extend this from Friday at 5 p.m. to Tuesday at 5 p.m. for ordinary American reasons, just because of scheduling, number one. Second thing is, I think maybe going on here is whether or not they're deciding to grant certiorari to this case. It's possible what they're thinking about doing is to say, look, let's not worry about the stay. Let's not worry about the Fifth Circuit. Let's just grant cert in this case. We'll take this case on in the normal course. We'll decide at this term as to whether or not Joe Biden exceeded its scope of its authority under the statute. Remember, this is going to be a big term for the Chevron doctrine, the rule of lenity and whatnot. They've already signaled their concerns about the administrative state being too big and too broad and overreaching. So this could be a specific attack or a specific addressing on the ATF itself, which I've said they've been waiting to do this. That could be a big part of this. The other thing that possibly could be going on, and I would say this is good news, bad news possibility, a very technical thing, but what they could be considering doing is this. They could extend the stay with respect to all Americans other than the parties in the case. In other words, what they could do is to say, if you're a party in the case of the Garland versus Vanderstock case, of course, a case brought by the Firearms Policy Coalition and also, of course, the Second Amendment Foundation, they could say that if you're a party to the case, then the order in your favor in the judgment is still effective. However, if you're not a party to the case, they could grant the administrative stay pending the appeal in favor of the Department of Justice, which means if you're not a party, the ghost gun regulations would apply to you going forward. These are all the possibilities. Again, I do not think the extension of this administrative stay from Friday at 5 o'clock to Tuesday at 5 p.m. is necessarily bad news, but I think in some ways it may be good news, but we'll know a lot more next week, and I will bring it to you. And hopefully I won't be in a rainstorm the next time I report back to you. So again, if you haven't subscribed to the Four Boxes Diner channel, please do so, and we'll see you again soon here at the Four Boxes Diner.